First, Illinois Democrat Luis Gutierrez joining the call for tourists to cancel their Arizona vacations. He's been good enough to join us now. Congressman, thanks for your time tonight.
Thank you. Pleasure to be with you this evening.
What do you think Arizona's softest point is here? Is it a boycott by individual vacationers, or do you try to go after something big picture like the baseball all-star game next year, or what do you do?
I think that's a good question, because it seems as though in America economics is the beginning and the end of most successful political endeavors. Let's remember that Arizona was the last state to approve a national holiday for Martin Luther King. And one of the things that they did is it cost them hundreds of millions of dollars when the African-American community across this country called for boycotts. And finally, they were 50th, but they did it. But they did it because they risked economics in the state of Arizona. Because as you have stated, look, when the police intervene with me or with you or with any, it should be on the basis of our conduct, our behavior, not the country they suspect we came from and whether or not we were born here or not. That, I'll tell you something, the criminal element, those human smugglers, the drug dealers, the rapists, those that are causing so much damage in Arizona and across this country, they got to be happy with this law. Because what is going to happen is the eyes, the ears that the police need so much of the community in general so that they can combat crime, they're gonna cause a division between the people in the population and the police department. Because I'm going to tell you, I was there this Saturday, and I was just having a bagel with a group of people. We were kind of talking. It was a Latino group. We looked like we had some good suntans on, and we were there. But I got to tell you, I joke about it, but at the same time, I feel a real chilling effect when that police officer came in. Because he came in and I started saying, how does he see me? How is he going to approach me? How do I interact with him? I want to be positive because I want the police to do well. Because to the extent they do well, they defend us, and they are our front line against crime. Let's not put them to become agents of immigration and to go out and spew bigotry and hatred and prejudice. That's not the role of the police. The police should be those who cradle us, right, and protect us, and we should be there to protect them and to act on the front lines against crime with them, not against them.
You just brought up a major point, Congressman, that I think has not been emphasized here. Ultimately, what do you think the point is of this law? Is it really just about immigration and a porous border, or is there something in here about wearing out Latinos who want to live there, particularly those who want to go vote there?
You know, I think they understand that the Latino community isn't going anywhere. That those that have come under desperate straits are probably going to say, what you're going to do is you're going to push them further underground and allow them to be even further exploited in the condition that they're in. But I think what it really is, it's the easy out, right? It's like, let's blame someone. You know, we have a failing foreclosure system with homes going in foreclosure. We have a high unemployment. The educational system really isn't serving our children well. You know what? Why don't we just go after those immigrants? And I got to say this. Look, it's not new. This is pretty old stuff. When the Irish came here, oh, they talked about crime and how it's going to be terrible in America. And the Italians, when they came at the turn of the century in 1910 and the 1920s, they said, only by the rule of law could we ever help to contain these people, referring to Italian immigrants in New York City. So look, they accused the Italians of crime. They accused the Irish of crime. They were wrong about them, and they're wrong about us today. It's an old trick to divert attention about the real pressing issues that the American public wants us to deal with.
My ancestors got it the same way during the First World War, Germans and Poles and Russians. So it's universal to us, and it's terrifying that some people don't seem to understand that it is the same thing, as you point out.
And it is, and I just want to say this. Look, I know because I've met them, and you've probably met them, and we've read great stories about immigrant Latinos and immigrants from all who serve in our armed forces. But we know whether it's in Iraq or in Afghanistan, there are people who are going to return to Arizona because it's their home, it's where they were born after serving in the armed forces of the United States. And think about it, they've got to prove their American citizenship. They got to prove that they have a right to be in Arizona. They've already met the greatest litmus test that anyone can in terms of their citizenship. They've put their body and their limb at risk to defend this nation. So let's not humiliate them. Let's not cheapen who they are in their service to this nation. Because I'm going to tell you, dollars to donuts, they're going to get pulled over. The cop's going to say something. And you know what? It's going to be another sad, tragic case in American history.
And an irrelevant one. And thank you for bringing it up. It couldn't have been better pointed out, and it couldn't be better emphasized. Congressman Luis Gutierrez, the Democrat of Illinois.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time, sir.
Thank you, sir.